Hello students, a very good morning to you. Let us start with our next topic, that is constructor within constructor, or we can say that constructor chaining in Java. So let us start. What is constructor chaining actually? When we make a constructor within another constructor, that is known as the constructor chaining, or you can say that constructor within constructor. Like we have already used if within another if, that is known as the nested if. Same way we can also make a constructor within another constructor. So constructor chaining is the process of calling one constructor from another constructor with respect to the current object. So constructor chaining can be done in two ways, within same class or from base class. So first one is within same class. It can be done using this keyword. This keyword here is used when we use the constructor within same class. From base class, by using super keyword to call constructor from the base class. But here we have only within the same class constructor in our syllabus, that is using with this keyword only. Next is constructor chaining occurs through inheritance. Means that when one constructor inherits the property of the another constructor, means that there are the two types of constructor here now, base constructor and derived constructor. Base constructor is known as the father constructor and derived constructor is known as the child or son constructor. So here inheritance property used. Inheritance I have already explained you in the first chapter. A subclass constructor's task is to call the superclass constructor. Subclass means child constructor calls the father constructor first. This ensures that the creations of the subclass object starts with the initializations of the data members of the superclass. There could be any number of the classes in inheritance chain. Every constructor call up the chain till class at the top is reached. So next is, why do we need constructor chaining? This process is used when we want to perform multiple tasks in a single constructor rather than creating a code for each task in a single constructor. We create a separate constructor for each task and make their chain, which makes the program more readable. Next, look at this diagram carefully. Constructor chaining within the same constructor using this keyword. Here I have taken a constructor temp, temporary, with two parameters. Okay, this invokes the parameterized constructor 3 and I have taken parameterized constructor with two arguments, that is x and y, both are of integer type. Invokes parameter constructor 2. This 5 system.out.println x into y. Now next is only one parameter I have given in this 5. So temp we have only one argument. So default constructor, next is default constructor means no argument, default value will be taken. So look at the program here carefully. When I have created a class temp, default constructor 1. What I am going to do here is default constructor will call using this keyword from same class. Okay, another constructor using this keyword from the same class. So I have taken first temporary constructor I have created now, call constructor 2, one argument, the default constructor. Okay, because I have taken no value, temp only, so it will call the default constructor. Now parameterized constructor I have taken 1 int x, 1 means call constructor 3, means in the default constructor I have taken parameterized constructor with one argument. In the parameterized constructor with one argument I have taken now two values, means I am calling the third one. So this way we are going through. So the output will, like, first of all it will print the x into y output, then 5 and then the default constructor, like this. Now look at the rules of constructor chaining. This expression should always be the first line of the constructor. Then second point is there should be at least one constructor without this keyword. And the third point is constructor chaining can be achieved in any order. What happens if we change the order of constructor? Nothing constructor chaining can be achieved in any order. So this was about your constructor within constructor or nested constructor. So students, read this topic carefully. Thank you very much.